Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Presh, and I'm back with another video. Y'all gonna see the shirt a lot. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever with whoever so they know you rocks with your girl, though. Shout out to my 74 subscribers. Y'all are my precious baby and my baby boos. Don't forget to click the description bar down below. You'll find the link to my Facebook, ThePreciousBChannel, that I made specifically for the YouTube, as well as all of my perfectly curated playlists down below. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. If you've been before, what it do, baby boo? Oh, y'all, I got a burp. Okay. And don't forget to share. Also, if you've been watching my videos but haven't subscribed yet, why not? I'm important. And 74 people said. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this video. It's a Whatcha review for season 2 of And Just Like That, episode 8, which I don't think has a name neither. Let me check on that, because y'all know episode 7 they had no dang name. So I don't know if I don't know if they gave them names yet, y'all. I don't know. Oh, so episode 7 still ain't got no name. But this episode is called 100 Years Ago. So episode 8 is called 100 Years Ago. Episode 7 still ain't got no name on when I Google, if y'all can see it. So yeah. Charging my phone. Anyway, y'all. So this review is simply going to be off the dome from memory. So if I don't get everything from the episode, sorry. So we of course open with Carrie and Aiden hunching down at his hotel room, honey, and they post what is it? Coitus? Child. I learned that word from the Big Bang Theory. And so they talk about ordering expensive eggs from the breakfast menu or whatever the case may be, and Carrie got a smile on her face. It's morning and we slept the night away. It happened. But they both, well, she a widow, he divorced. But anyway, so they sitting there and they talk about their lives, well, his life, and he's talking about, he was telling her a story about the chicken be coming there laying eggs in his son's bed, and she laughing and think it's funny, and he was like, I like for you to meet my kids, and she was like, I like that. And I'm like, oh, we finna go to Virginia? All right, child, cut up. So after that, the people on the breakfast menu, people kept putting him on hold, so he eventually hung up the phone and they get to hunching again. Then we see Carrie at lunch with the girls. She's with Miranda, Charlotte, and Seema. Did that happen? We're gonna say it's happened. I'm telling you, going from memory. And so, she telling the girls how, her and Aiden, they've been seeing each other when he comes to town. They be having a good time. The girls are excited for her. Charlotte is happy, because y'all know Charlotte loves love, child. And, Miranda was like, okay, girl, I mean, you're moving a little fast. And she's, Carrie was like, we this and we that. And Seema was kind of just like, okay. And then she was telling the girls how when she had finished hunching on him, he was telling her about the house or the barn or something down there on his farm. And she went to Googling it. And so she gives Seema her phone or whatever, because she tells Seema how it looked like something from some damn movie or something. And Seema kind of had a look of hater on her face. And I'm just like, Seema, y'all really not finna have her as the hating single friend. I cannot have her being the hating single friend. Like, y'all already worked my nerve the last couple episodes when y'all had her on her soapbox like, rah rah single people. And it's just like, get you a man. So after that, Seema was real quiet. Like I told her, well, girl, of course it looked like the house from the movie, because you didn't type in Virginia. This is Norfolk, England, not Norfolk. I'm from Louisiana, okay? I can't say certain words correctly. So this is Norfolk, England, not Norfolk, Virginia. And so after that, we see Carrie and Miranda going for a stroll down the street. And, Miranda, they're friend convo like they like to have on the side that they've always had. I've always loved that Miranda is the friend who can pull Carrie up on her bullshit. So, you know, they get to talking about how Miranda decided to beg for her internship back that she was supposed to take before she decided to run all around the world behind Che ass. And so, you know, she was like, she's just really nervous because, you know, she has all this experience from corporate law, and now she's doing something that, you know, can evoke change and things like that. And so after they had that conversation, you know, her and Carrie get to talking about her and Aiden, and she was like, girl, you don't think you need to take you a break, beep, beep, pause for the cause? You know, y'all moving a little fast with this we stuff. And she was like, girl, to be honest with you, like, I know what's going on. Like, I'm present in the moment. She was like, to be honest with you, I ain't never had an orgasm the way that I've had with Aiden. Not even with Aiden. Like, and she was like, I feel like the reason I was never able to fully give myself to Aiden in the past was because of Big. Like, I feel like, she was like, I feel like I was holding myself back, like, saving that amazing moment for him. And then she was like, you know, sometimes I wonder, did I make a big mistake by marrying Big? And Miranda was like, wow, like, that's a speechless moment because I don't know what to say to that. And I was like, damn, y'all gonna do it like that? But I could see the whole, her questioning her relationship with Big, because Aiden, to like most of us, is her one that got away. And so after that, we see, what do we see? We see Charlotte and Lisa. They're going, no, we see Charlotte tell Harry and the kids she going back to work. And Lily and Rock was looking at her like, okay, sis, bye. Go back to work, sis, have fun. We ain't gonna, I mean, we gonna miss you. Maybe, maybe not. And she's like, y'all, and it was like, girl, go, bye, get out the house. Stop bothering us. And she was like, Harry, you gonna help? Harry said, I told you I was gonna help out. Why are you fussing at me? She was like, because I wanted witnesses. And Rock and Lily got up and was like, okay, girl, we love you back. And so she looked at the dog, was like, Richard Burton, you gonna miss me? He looked at her like, girl, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but okay, sis. So after that, we see Charlotte and Lisa go to a boutique, and baby, I'm gonna go back and rewatch the episode so I can try and get a screenshot. Why can't I speak? I got a little water left in here. I'm gonna try and get a screenshot of the outfit Lisa had on when her and Charlotte walked into that boutique. Baby, it was everything. You hear me? The purple, the coat, the fanny pack situation, the glove. Baby, Lisa, let me tell you something. The way I be wanting Carrie to look, they didn't gave it to Lisa. Because, baby, Lisa serves a look every single time she is on the screen. I feel like Nicole Ari Parker told them, even if I ain't on the screen before 5-10 good minutes, I got to serve the girls all the looks. And baby, bravo. So they get there, you know, Charlotte is nervous about, you know, her first day at the gallery, going back into the workforce after basically being a stay-at-home mom for basically 17 years. So it's like, can y'all believe it's been 17 years since... Okay. I can't believe it, y'all. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Anyway, so like, Charlotte's about to go back to work, and so she finds this cute little pencil skirty type collar, pretty little pink and black little number to put on. And so she goes and she tries it on, and you know, the belt situation is around it to match the pink and the collar, but you know, Charlotte got a little pooch, a little pouch or whatever, a little foop area, and you know, she said she didn't like that part. And so the little young sales girl decides she gonna try and get her commission, and she gonna go get these two flowy, moo matronly, mother of the bride ass funeral gowns to get to Charlotte. And Charlotte said, I think the fuck not. She said, girl, I like the way I look, and I'm gonna get this dress. And she go back into the dressing room, and the girl said, what did I do wrong to Lisa? Lisa said, baby, you didn't do nothing wrong. She said, but you're 25. You don't understand. When you get to 50, You'll understand, baby. Just go and take your little funeral gowns back over that way. Just go on that way before she come out there and throw something. She'd have said, but yeah. So after that, we see Anthony and Giuseppe, and so one of his customers, Lorraine, keep calling around there ordering bread. He told, look here, girl, you need you a dad. I'm sick and tired of Giuseppe being around there at your house. So he upset because basically it's just him and Giuseppe, because everybody else got fired because they was around there on the juice, the roids. And so Giuseppe come back from his delivery. He was like, child, Lorraine can't get enough of you. And he was like, well, I mean, that's cool or whatever, but Lorraine ain't my type. And then say, what you mean Lorraine ain't your type? So, you know, he helps Anthony knead out the dough, because he in there punching and beating the dough up. And Giuseppe was like, no, baby, that's not what you do. Come here, let me show you. And they on some ghosts with the pottery thing, and he helping Anthony knead the dough out and stuff like that. And so Giuseppe basically tell Anthony he gay and he not into the women's. And baby, Anthony said, oh, you is fired, Miss Lady. And Giuseppe said, fired? What you firing me for? Because I'm gay? He was like, that's discrimination. I can give me a lawyer. He said, okay, maybe you're not fired. Okay, maybe you're on probation because you get here early and late and on time and all that. Girl, get out of my face. Out of my face. Out of my face. So, what happens after that? Oh, so Miranda make her way around there to the new job. And it's this little black girl and this white girl around there. And, you know, they're interns like Miranda. And, you know, they helping Miranda understand, like, the lay of the land. Like, oh, you might be lucky if you could sit in on a meeting and take notes. Or you'll be like us, unfortunately, going through litigations. And, you know, logging it and all that jazz. And so Miranda's like, okay, I mean, I can do grunt work. It doesn't matter or whatever. And, you know, Miranda was like, you know, I have experience. You know, I used to work in corporate law for 30 years. But I don't mind, you know, starting at the bottom if that's what it takes. And the girl was like, oh, did you say 30 years experience? So after that, the supervisor, who I forgot what that lady name was, she come out, she said, oh, hey, y'all. She was like, here, I need y'all to go through these other litigations. She said, Miranda, do you mind coming take some notes or whatever the case may be? And the other girls kind of had a little attitude, a little fever with Miranda. The fact that on her first day, she get to take notes and sit in on the meetings, and them hoes still got to do litigations. So Miranda go do that. She go take her notes or whatever. And then we see, I think like the following day, the girls, they mad at Miranda and they sitting there texting each other about Miranda at the lunch table. And Miranda peep game, and she was, you know, she sitting up there making her salad or whatever. They laughing at Miranda. Miranda said, I got a feeling y'all talking about me. And them hoes, but they, no, we not talking about you. We talking about something different. And then the supervisor come out there and I think tell Miranda something about some more notes and tell them they got to do more litigations, and they pick the phones back up and get the click clacking. And I'm just like, y'all bitches cannot get mad that Miranda gets to take notes. Y'all are fresh out of law school or wherever y'all come from. Ain't nobody finna trust y'all with no shit like that. Get the fuck away. So after that, we see the girls get ready to leave for the night or whatever. And, you know, Miranda basically trying to, you know, be cool with the girls, whatever the case may be. And they was like, so what's your deal? Miranda was like, for real, I ain't got no deal. You know, I'm a sexually confused 50-something-year-old who getting ready to be divorced. And they was like, oh, all right, well, you have a good night, though, Miranda. And so the supervisor come out there and was like, Miranda, you need to hurry and get off the clock, because we could get in trouble if you overwork the time you're supposed to because you're an intern or whatever. And she's like, okay, I'm sorry. So Miranda, you know, gets to talking to the supervisor lady. She was like, I don't think they like me. And she was like, girl, don't nobody give a fuck what them hoes like. Okay, you have 30 years experience. You graduated the top of your class at Harvard, okay? And while I'm on maternity leave, I want you to be in charge temporarily. And, you know, Miranda was like, but she said, girl, ain't nobody worried about them. You have experience. You only gonna be doing it until I get back, okay? All right? Cool. So after that, we see, what do we see? Oh, we see Seema at work. And her business partner, who's played by Lex Luthor Daddy from the show Smallville. I was like, look at Lex Luthor Daddy. I was like, I didn't know that man was gay. But look at Lex Luthor Daddy. And so he, you know, he in there, he tells Seema, look here, girlfriend, I need you to take homeboy off my hands. He rude, he get on my nerve, he's straight, girl, he just for you. He only gonna be here for like 9 months, so he need him a cute little 9-month rental, whatever the case may be. She was like, baby, I don't do rentals. He said, I know you don't do rentals, and I don't do his type. Go take care of them, okay? So after that, the man coming down, he gets to talking to Seema, and I could see it's gonna be a thing between him and Seema, and I feel like he might be Seema's man. And all I'm have to say is thank y'all, because Seema was working on my last good nerve, especially that last episode. So after that, we see Che at her job, and we see Carrie come around there and ask Che if she can rent her apartment, and while her and Aiden is over there at her place hunching and living in bliss, Che could stay at her apartment or whatever. And she was like, you know, we'll tell them we your cousins or whatever the case may be. And you know, Che was like, what you need to stay at my apartment for when you got your own place? And she was like, girl, that's a long story that I don't feel like telling. And she was like, okay, cool. And so Aiden and Carrie wound up going over there to Shay's place, but they being weird with the neighbor man. And so the neighbor man get management, and they called Che, and it was like, girl, we need to talk about your cousins Derek, Robert, John, and Janet, and all of them people. And she was like, oh yeah, my cousin people. So she go around there and was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing, but y'all need to chill out. But matter of fact, thank you for all this nice appliances shit y'all buying in my place or whatever. And so, you know, they cooking and they chit chatting, and Che was like, so what's the story like between y'all? Because I feel the love in the room. And they kind of have this moment of silence, and Carrie basically says, I made a mistake. And did she say I made a big mistake, or she said I made a mistake? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. But she said, you know, I made a mistake, and they kind of have this moment where they embrace and hug, and you could tell that they were alluding to the fact that she wound up cheating on Aiden when they were dating, and that's what really messed up their relationship, because she wound up cheating on him, and then he proposed to her, I want to say, and was trying to make the relationship work, and things just didn't work out for them or whatever. So, but now they're back in each other's lives, and they get this second chance at love. So after that, we see Charlotte trying to lose weight to fit into this dress, and Harry was like, girl, I like you just the way you are, okay? But she thinks she needs to try and slim down to her 25-year-old body or whatever the case may be. But of course, we see her go to her new job, and the supervisor of the gallery, like her new boss, is, you know, a plus size girl who's wearing a cute little crop top or whatever the case may be. She's like, girl, I'm gonna show you where you put your stuff at. And so when Charlotte see that little mama is comfortable in her skin, cozy, comfortable in my skin. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Charlotte going there and take them 5 damn spanks and body shapers she got off and throw them in the trash, but she do keep one. And then she go on about her life, her belt, and her pooch. And so after that, we see Carrie down there at the hair salon getting her hair washed or dyed or dried or whatever fuck she was getting. And Seema's like in the next bowl to her. And so Seema hears Carrie's voice and raises up, and she peeks, and then she grabbed her purse and she tried to tiptoe off. And Carrie was like, Seema, girl, I know you ain't trying to tiptoe and run off away from me. And she's like, yeah, girl, I gotta get to John Luke. You know, he don't like when I'm late. And she was like, what is up with you? Because I've been texting you about going to lunch or dinner with me, Aiden, and the girls, and you haven't RSVP back or whatever. And Seema was like, girl, we finna have this conversation. We need to go outside and have a cigarette. And Karen was like, what are you talking about, hair sweat? She was like, we gonna have this conversation. We need to go outside. So they go outside, they have umbrellas, their hair's still wet. And Karen was like, girl, what's going on? Like, I feel like you being distanced with me or whatever. And so Seema was like, you know, we were sitting at lunch, and, you know, you were just in this we phase, and you got a man, and you didn't have 2 great loves in your life. I didn't even have one. And all I could think about is us in the Hamptons. And then Karen was like, oh my God, I totally forgot. She said, yeah, You forgot, but I didn't. And all I could think about was me being a third wheel with you and your man at the Hamptons house that I paid half on. I didn't want to be around a whole bunch of other couples. Now, I damn sure don't want to be in an intimate space with you and your man. Okay? That's not something I want. I don't want to be reminded that I ain't got nobody. She was like, it's nothing against him because I don't know him. And it ain't nothing against you because you my girl. But to be reminded that I ain't got nobody, I'm out here solo dolo like that, I can't have it. She was like, so I went ahead and canceled the house. I'm gonna get you your half of the deposit. And Carrie's like, why would you do that without talking to me? And Sima was like, I just need space because, and she was like, I don't want to sound like I'm being petty or whatever the case may be, but I just need space. And Carrie was like, no, I'm not gonna let you have space, basically alluding to the fact that, you know, what happened between her and Samantha. And she was like, I can't let that happen. Like, she was like, look, we're not gonna drift apart, I promise. I just need space. And to be honest with you, I understand where Sima was coming from, because I am the single friend in my friend group. Like, both of my homegirls, you know, one's married and one is in her situation. Not trying to put my people's business in the street, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they got niggas. I'm single out here, right? But I'm not in the phase that where Sima is. And to be honest with you, I've never been a Sima. Like, when I watch this show and just like that, I've never been a Sima. At least I don't think I've ever been a Sima where I need a relationship to validate my existence. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Sima's not content with herself, but the fact that, like, this, she's at this age and, you know, she's just, like, I've never been there. And so that's why I don't have sympathy for Sima. Like, they was trying to make us sympathize with her after she was an asshole last episode, but you were being petty. It's like, I understand that it like, I understand that Carrie having this man and throwing in her face is kind of like invalidating her feelings, right? That her and Love just ain't been able to be on the same page. But again, Sima need a therapist, not a man. Sima need to go talk to somebody, not fuck on some man. That's how I personally feel. Okay? But after that, we see, what do we see? At the end of the episode, because I feel like something else happened, but I could be wrong. I want to say something with Lisa and Herbert, but I could be wrong. I don't know. So after that, at the end of the episode, we see Aiden, Carrie, and Miranda out at lunch or dinner, and he basically explained the chicken story that he helps the chicken get on his son's bed because, you know, chicken be flying around the house or whatever. And the girls are laughing and cracking up, and so Charlotte was like, Carrie, I thought you told me Sima couldn't make it. And Carrie said, bitch, what you talking about? And Charlotte pointed at the door, and we see Sima coming in the back. And so Aiden gets up and he gets her a chair. And he's like, hello. And she's like, hi. And she was like, thank you. She was like, see, I told you I just need a little space. Thank you. And I was like, okay, all right, Sima. Okay. And, you know, so we see that, you know, Sima came around or whatever the case may be. And then at the very end of the episode, we see Carrie then pack the little bag and she on her way to Virginia. And she said, just like that, me and Aiden got our new start. And I was like, okay, sis, I can't wait to see what life is going to be like for Carrie in Virginia, meeting his kids and things of that nature. I will say that I feel like Carrie, if we're going to talk about Carrie and Aiden the first time, Carrie wasn't ready for Aiden. I feel like, how can I put this? Carrie's the type, she don't want a man who is in the making. She want a man that's already made. Right? And I feel like Carrie always wanted that. She always wanted a man who was stable to balance out the fact that Carrie was a very unstable person. She technically still unstable. But Carrie wasn't a stable person. Like, financially, Carrie was all over the place. The bitch always was spending money on shoes, clothes, and purses and shit. She didn't really eat like that. She was always, like, you know, smoking cigarettes and stuff like that. And, you know, Carrie was an unstable individual. But she needed a man who was going to balance her out. And I feel like that's what Big did. He was the yin to her yang. He balanced out the fact that she was a very unstable creature. Aiden unfortunately came with too much, and he still does have baggage because he's still holding on to all the negative memories that's in her house. And I feel like that's going to be something that they really are going to have to like face, is him getting over what happened. I feel like him and Carrie are going to have to really get through that. Like that's the thing they're not talking about. Like they kind of talked about it on the stoop in front of her building, but I feel like they're really going to have to get into it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's really going to have to like open up. Like I feel like we need to see Aiden be more than just the goofy, cutesy guy. Like we need more depth to Aiden. We need Aiden to give us that very vulnerable moment, that grown-up moment where he tells her like, you cheating on me with him hurt. And I probably have to go back and rewatch that particular episode, but like that is the conversation that needs to be had. That hurt because of how much I loved you and all the shit that you told me that he did to you, and for you to then go do that and then have that nigga show up at my house. Like if y'all remember, Big had pulled up at Aiden's crib looking for Carrie. Like that was disrespectful. Okay. Now that I think about it, like Carrie was a little disrespectful. And Aiden did always have stipulations with him. Another reviewer, Keisha the Color Me Pink, she talked about that. And I was like, you know what? Aiden did always have a stipulation. You know, Carrie couldn't smoke. She couldn't be friends with Big after they break up, which I mean, I understand. And then the bitch cheated on him, so I understood that. It was a lot with Aiden, and I feel like until they fully dive into what happened with their breakup and her cheating on him with Big, I feel like they're always going to be just at a surface level of not like tiptoeing around the real issue. So I hopefully they have that moment where they get through it and then her and Aiden get to actually live life together. Okay, so that is all. That is it. That is all, y'all. That was my review for season 2 of Just Like That, episode 8, 100 years ago, or whatever the hell the episode called, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload, and don't forget to share my videos wherever with whoever. Okay, y'all, that is my videos for this week. Next week we gonna have some more. All right, love you, bye.